everybody, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Desynced Vanilla Edition. We last left off, ran out of dirt to landscape, and yeah, that's kind of really all we did was harvest materials and then run back and landscape. I went ahead and ran around collecting our dirt to collect stuff, and I also finished the large wheat farm over there. So all the wheat has been finally planted, most likely to never be harvested again, but it is all growing. So now we just have a few spots to kind of fill in. But other than that, this part's done. Oh, okay, guess we're going down. Alright. Last bit of landscaping, done. We'll probably rip that hill out when we're done here in a second. Lots of cows. So now we have the uncomfortable patch here. We're gonna throw in a gravel road. This needs to be dug out. Unfortunately, then we can kind of just go along with it. Okay, that should do it for you. Okay. I just need to go down like 2. Funny enough. I'll do it this way. That way I could slab it if I really want to. And this unironically just comes out. And now we just place on top, because we are not digging this out and putting a layer under this. We're just going to layer on top of it. So we can just do this and just go wherever we want. Let's have a main center line. I just wanted to kind of go around this hill because I don't want to pull it apart just yet. bring this out of here. And alright. Kind of looped around. Kind of have a main line now. Now. Some of this will have to go down. Some of this, but I can avoid most of it. So let's now hindsight is 20/20. Maybe I should use cobble for this. I still have to build up all the dirt paths. All the dirt where I don't put a house. Hard to say. I know right here, though, that is not gravel. Probably as good as that's gonna get. Alright. Let's just roll with it. Let's just kind of try and alright, that could be something. 3. And it's underneath, okay. Alright. Somewhat okay road. I suppose we could just end it at a point. Couldn't we? We can avoid some of this. So let's build a few branches. This works for this guy, I suppose. And I suppose right here we can spindle out. not angling too fast. Not angling as fast as I'd like. I think this needs to be doing it 2. Kind of get it off this kind of main line. And kind of turn it. Alright. Sure, this works. Kind of curves this way. And I suppose we're gonna have to take this guy down. So let's just tear him apart now. Or at the very least, we can make him a lot less egregious. Why is this still so loud? Why did you go back down? Alright. Now this is kind of like a small hill. Instead of a behemoth mountain that you can kind of have a picnic on instead of just like this jutting eyesore. And then we just technically need a path to the castle. We can wait on that for a second because we're about out of gravel, and I'm gonna need to go hunt for more gravel. Not really hunt, but just kind of go scavenge. But for now, we can take what we've acquired and we can start putting down some frames. Now, I'm still going to run into, unironically, the same problem. I don't have enough building materials for most of anything, actually. Cobble? I have plenty of wood. Sorta. But I don't actually have much cobble or stone or anything. I need to just sit here and go mine. Boy. Alright, well, let's take what cobble we do have. We're going to use those as the first baselines. Because we're going to put them, we're going to have to basically build 2 layers of cobblestone to get them up to the level I need them to be. So we can, I guess, start here. Very odd house, indeed. With these scaffoldings, we can then at least start kind of planning things like Not entirely sure what this building will be. This is supposed to be like still like a village hamlet. It's not meant to be like some souped up townhouse with everything you need. You get the wandering blacksmith, you get the wandering blacksmith, you kind of get the tavern. And the gravel is just kind of the light guide rail that they have to kind of work from. But there's no plan here. Just kind of fitting it in where the gravel is. That's why I built the roads first, and then I'm forcing myself into its constraints. Instead of me trying to build the houses then the road. Like right here, I can kind of squeeze something in right here. This one will just kind of jut up against the road that I'm trying to avoid, but it sometimes might happen. Plus, this is the main road, so I can technically make this like slightly larger than all these sub-roads. I think I will actually jut this out right against the road, this one. Okay, there's another set of scaffold. Right here is a pretty good spot too. And since size isn't really a factor here, these townhouses can get pretty large. Funny enough, this town might actually have a problem with, like, probably have a problem with malaria since I'm raising a lot of this up, but also leaving some of it low. Like, this right here would probably become, like, a hotbed for, like, mosquitoes. Kind of like those low spots in when it rains in your house, in your yard, you would, like, get these low spots where water really loves to pool. So instead of like anything good, you kind of just gonna have to work with some disgusting water, or you have to fill it in and try and get something to move it out and away from your house, but also not create a health hazard. This is to try and keep this little tree hill intact. I technically don't even need to get this much closer to the farm if I really don't want to. I probably will because I need to get rid of this grass, a bit more of it. Beyond that, I really don't need to go further. But we got a couple of shells. Get some shells. This is kind of... just squeeze a few more cobble shells. I really don't have much to go off of other than just kind of force it. I don't have... Well, I do have wood, actually. I have a lot more wood than I thought. Okay. We can do this. Nah, we can make this a full square. We can make this way more square than the others. Gotta get that wool. One way or another, I'm getting it. Whether it's a very willing departure of their fleece, or I am taking it off their corpse. I suppose there could be a spot for a wet market. We could build a wet market out in the front, actually. This could be more of a wet market area. This guy just kind of has to deal with the wet market. I don't know. Maybe we just make a large sea house or something right here. I don't know. But we got a lot of shells that need built and a lot more dirt that needs filling. But I hope you all enjoy watching, and we will see you all in the next episode of Minecraft Desynced Vanilla Edition. Bye!